When I was 15, you'll see this on my page, but you won't see it really explained. When I was 14, no, that's when I started getting into sleep paralysis and lucid dreaming and weird stuff. And I remember I woke up one night, sleep paralysis. This is right around the time that life started getting weird for me, and you'll see this in the origins page.
Okay.
I woke up one night paralyzed, and with just this girl over top of me, just staring in my eyes really intensely.
Interesting.
And I thought, okay, this happens. This is sleep paralysis. And it was just this intense gaze, but I was just kind of waiting it out. But then my body started, after a couple of minutes, my body started coming back.
Okay.
But the girl didn't go away.
What the hell?
Yeah, she didn't go away. And I just remember that first night, and I was so confused, and there was like this animosity in the air because the confusion was so intense that you become angry.
So once the body came back around...
Once I became conscious and she was still there.
What did you do?
She was there was just this, like I said, the confusion on both of our ends was almost just angry.
So great. It was an angry confusion.
But then she'd sometimes go away. But then the next night, or just sometimes she'd just come back. And it started confusing me. I think, okay, I'm crazy. But then I'd hear my sister scream because some girl entered her room, and weird stuff like that started happening in my house. Just like she was... people at my church at the time I was 15, they all knew about this too. There was like rumors like a succubus or some kind of sexual demon, but I would cancel plans and I'd come home and I'd sit by the window and hope that she'd be there that night.
So you couldn't really conjure her?
No. I thought of her as a demon, but there was something really wrong there. And I mean, she didn't seem paranormal. She didn't seem like anything but a human. And that's what made me think I'm making this shit up. I'm just lonely, I'm just desperate. Why else would an attractive girl it's like an anime. Just this attractive girl appears in my room and she just happens to be really cute and really just have this broody personality. But it was in that period of time she became like my best friend in a way. Because she would just help me with all my undertakings.
Would she say anything?
Yeah. She would tell me these things about how to achieve.
Did she have a name?
Yeah, I'll get to that. It was very... this is right in the time when I'm starting to get really into the unconscious, and a lot of things that are out of my league and out of my element, and she was able to help me through that and just share this information that was beyond all understanding. And I would write these books that were just kind of like... They had her input in it all over the place. And the first song in Baby's First Bible, the leitmotif that's in that song, that was something that was something she would hum. Because I would have so many sleep problems getting to bed because I was screwing with my mind so badly, consciousness, that, when you break down that barrier between wake and sleep, you don't know if you're awake or sleeping, and you can't get to real sleep. You can't access it the same.
Right.
So I'd be up at 4 a.m. just like in tears because I couldn't sleep anymore, and I feared I'd never sleep again. And she would just hum this melody over and over again, just very soothing.
You had to figure out what that melody was?
Well, it was just something that she heard once, and I only ever heard it coming from her, and that's what I feature in several of my old songs. I played that about 6 different times throughout my discography as Tim Levy. Because it always calms me down still. But this continued, and this relationship continued, and she became like a helper, like a best friend.
How long did she persist or exist for?
That's the weird part.
Yeah.
Like indefinitely.
So even still?
Yeah. She just never went away. And I just always wondered, am I lonely? Am I crazy? It never made sense to me. I mean, she was with me all those years, and like you pictured Tim Levy, so lonely, this hermit, but how do I tell people that there was someone with me without it sounding strange?